guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, finally got the truck back. Took a lot longer than I was planning, but what are you gonna do? That's the way these things go. Added some expensive yellow paint you see in there. Freshly rebuilt motor, a few other odds and ends, brake cans, some stuff like that. But she's good, she's ready to roll. Drove home real nice, lots of power. I gotta get this thing on the road. I got work for it. Honestly, this thing's probably gonna be hauling wood tomorrow morning, so I gotta get that body on. I thought about not making this video. I kind of thought, well, maybe you guys have seen enough of the truck, but you know, then I thought, well, I showed you every other step of the way. I might as well show you the payoff, and well, I'm not making you watch these, so if it ain't your cup of tea, if you're here for the lumber stuff, well, you can skip it. But I'm gonna get the body on. I got that all prepped up, ready to go. It's so dusty. I don't know if you saw when I pulled in. It honest to God hasn't rained here in like 2.5 weeks, and it looks like we could get some today, but they're not calling for anything. So hopefully later this week we'll get some rain. I don't know, but everything's covered in dust. My brand new freshly painted truck body's covered in dust from sitting here. So I'm gonna do a couple things here, get my wiring ready to go, take off my temporary mud flaps, and get everything set up. I already got this rigged up this morning. I'm using the loader just because honestly I feel like I have a little bit more control. I was going to use the crane on the truck like I did when I tore the other one off, and I'm just a lot more comfortable running the loader than I am running that crane that I've only run a few times. So I'm gonna see if I can get this set on there, get it bolted up. I got all my mounting hardware, new mud flaps, all that stuff's ready to roll. I've just been waiting for the truck to come back. So now it's go time. So I'm gonna get set up here, and we're gonna get this baby on. I sure hope this isn't a sign of how this day is gonna go. Started getting some stuff out to do some wiring here. I wanna do as much prep before I put the body on so I don't have to spend as much time crawled underneath it. Oh boy. I dropped my giant pack of connectors. That'll be a fun 10 minutes of cleaning and sorting. Well, this is the world I live in. Did I mention it hasn't rained in weeks? It's extremely dry here. There's no rain in the forecast for today. Yeah, it's raining, and now all of a sudden there is rain for the foreseeable future here. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get this body on. Once I get it on, then I can back it into the building, do the wiring in there. But we're ready. We're not waiting. Let me find a place to set you guys up, and we'll get to it. so close. I would say it's a game of inches, but honestly it's a game of half inches. So I think what I'm going to do now is pin the front with one of the U-bolts, and then I can kind of twist it, get everything straightened out. I guess I'll continue to tell myself that this is a fun project, and I chose to do this. Oh, next time I get an idea like this, you guys just tell me to stop. But we're so close now. I just gotta fish these big old U-bolts up here. This front is gonna be the hardest because there's a lot of stuff to work on. The back is pretty open. Nothing to it but to do it. Well, I think I got it licked now. She's on there. I'm working on a pin in the back corner here. Everything's lined up nice. And it's just a matter of working up and down each frame rail. Got a bunch of these, you can't see it, but a bunch of those U-bolts to put on the impact gun. Gonna get them all strapped down. Might take it for a ride around the block, let everything settle in, retighten them, and we'll wire up the lights. I'm just gonna have to build a bigger building, that's all there is to it. This just doesn't fit, but I'm in here enough that I can wire up my lights. Body's totally mounted, got all my mounting bolts tight, got my backup alarm wired in. So it's mud flaps, lights, license plate, and should be ready to hit the road. So there's not going to be a whole lot of action in this part. All I can say is I'm glad to be on cement and on my rolling stool. And one nice thing about this truck sitting so high, I'm literally camped out here comfortably underneath the bed, and I got my lights ready to go. Just got to tear off the protective paper and wire them up one by one. There's a bunch, so just tedious. You don't need me to teach you how to wire up 12-volt lights. I'm sure there's 1,000 tutorials, so I'm just gonna get her done and you'll get to see what it looks like all lit up. And no, I don't have a black eye or anything. I'm not wearing makeup. I think I got some grease on my eye. Looks a little weird on the camera. I don't know. Well, good morning, guys. I finished up the wiring yesterday, but I had to get out of here. I ran out of time. I pushed pretty hard to get everything done. The wiring and the mud flaps on, and shop's getting pretty messy again. I'm gonna have to deal with that this afternoon, but I've been pushing hard here to get this baby wrapped up. It's dark out. It's about 5:30 in the morning. I gotta put the finishing touches on her, then we're hitting the road. I figured while it's dark though, I'll show you the lights. Flip them on here. Look. Don't know how good the camera's gonna pick this up for you guys, but it's pretty good. All LEDs. Pretty happy with that. Of course the mud flaps are under there, but you can't see them. We're gonna have to wait till the sun comes out. So we got one thing to do yet to put the finishing touches on. No, this isn't scrap cardboard, far from it. Picked up my decals on the way home last night. DOT numbers, my logo for the door. That's gonna be pretty exciting. One of my customers actually made these for me. I'll put a link to his website in the description of this video, phoenixdiscs.com. My buddy Andrew, his business, he started doing disc golf stuff, custom disc golf, you know, all kinds of products, honestly. Trophies, he does obviously vinyl graphics, stuff like that. But he does amazing woodworking, custom engraving. He's done work for me personally, really top-notch work. So check him out. Looks like he did a great job on this. So as long as I don't screw him up, we're gonna have some nice graphics on here. You know, I got a lot to do today. Maybe we'll just cut to the chase here. What do you think? Looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Gotta love the colors in that logo. Well, I'd like to stick around and talk to you guys, but I gotta go. I am late to pick up a load of lumber. I'll catch up with you. We'll recap here in a minute. Well, guys, we made it. We're off the public road now. We're on the driveway. I wasn't going to film out on the public road. It's probably not a good idea. Well, let me tell you my first impressions. For all the headache and struggle and fight I've had with this truck to get it together, it cost me way more time and money than I expected. It's worth every penny. I love this truck. It pulls like a beast, drives pretty well. I mean, it steers like an oil tanker, but you know, all trucks this size do. There's big floater tires on the front. You just have to learn how to drive accordingly. But no, I'm very happy. Compared to the International I had, this thing is just 100% better. Air ride seat, plenty of power. This particular load I just hauled here, that I picked up, you have to go up a long mountain, like probably 4 miles of just steep mountain. It's a truck killer. And with my old truck, I would have been creeping up there at 20 miles an hour with the 4-ways on. This truck pulled it at 50 miles an hour with no trouble at all. I had room to go. I could have went faster. So I am thrilled. It's definitely worthwhile. It's not 100% done yet. I still got stuff to do. Believe it or not, there are no cup holders in here. I don't know if I ever showed you the interior, but no cup holders. It's hard for me to believe. That shouldn't even be legal. I'm going to come to a stop here. So I got my coffee tucked in there into the passenger seat. So what I'm thinking is I got this open space underneath here. So this is the remote for the crane. I'm thinking about building a custom console here. Shut that off so you can hear me. Probably take hardwood and build a little console, you know, with a, what's the word I'm looking for? A drawer in it, so I can stick stuff in, put cup holder on it, that kind of stuff. But overall, pretty nice. It's no show truck, but mechanically it's sound. She works good. I got to get the CB going yet. I have an antenna for it, just haven't had time to rig that up. I got to program my radio. Man, it's dark, you can barely see that. Program my FM radio. I was fiddling with it a little bit at stoplights, but that's what I hauled home. About 1,500 feet of poplar, a light load. That's only like 6,000 pounds. Poplar's light, so wasn't really a true test, but it was nice. It hauled it well. The crane needs to be set up for a grapple. I actually have the grapple sitting over there in the grass. I've had that all summer. Got a good deal on that. It's a nice grapple with rotator. So eventually that's gonna get set up, but quite honestly, for right now, I'm just gonna work it the way it is because I got a lot of work to catch up on with it, and I'm happy with it. It's a project not done, but 95% done, and she's out and working, so that's what matters. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and hopefully you stuck around and watched all these truck videos, and if you're tired of truck videos, well, we got more lumber stuff coming all the time. But it's an important part of my operation. I'm happy to have it up and running. So I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.